Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a recap. This time we're going to talk about Rail Division 7,
Yep.
Season 8, Match Week 10. And I'm here with Kyle Meir and Iron Master. We got Iron Master in here with us this time.
I know, I'm such a stranger to these divs.
Yeah, he's like completely uninformed about what you guys do, and we decided to get him in here to ramble on endlessly. It's great.
Honestly,
Yeah, things work and happen and die, right?
Oh, there's a lot of stuff happening here. I had a fun time earlier today watching all these matches, and yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'd say the least interesting match is the first one because
That's because it's a bye.
That's a bye. But the second one is a lot of fun. We highlighted Film Flares versus Royal Rumble Boys last week, and Film Flares is just coming back. Like, he's only got one Frank right now. One of his whites is freshly bought. He just doesn't have ghouls, but he just does not care. He actually, I'd say, has control of this game more often than not. Like, the Dark Elves start off pretty aggro. They cage up pretty quickly and just go for some stabs. They bought an assassin, by the way. But they wrap up the cage, but they wrap up the cage out of Necro, as Necro takes the cage. And then the Ghoul breaks away, stalls at the end zone for a bit. He stalls solidly to a turn 8 score. And then half 2, the Necro kick it. It's the aggressive setup with a quick snap. But there's a bunch of chain pushing nonsense in midfield. And they try to feed the TD to a white, and it just doesn't work. Like, Necro were able to, after forcing a quick score, to take over half 1. And this was very close to a 2-1. But
yeah, and when you say quick score, I mean they had ball possession for exactly one turn in the game.
They just turn it over on turn 2. Like, the Witch Elf hands off to a Fresh Lino. Fresh Lino makes the GFI and scores because he wants points on the board. And then the Necro solidly score on turn 8. And then for the second half, the Necro drive, they just try and feed the touchdown to a white, but it gets popped twice, and that just wastes too much time.
This just sounds like a Witch Elf got in the mess when you missed the first handoff or something, and
Plus,
just
it's a movement 9. It's like a gutter runner Witch Elf.
Oh, it's terrifying.
Oh, also, that assassin's been there for 10 games, man.
Seriously?
He's not new. Yeah.
Oh, well, I missed that. Sorry about that.
Also, there's some exciting things happened here. The Elves took some injuries. Their strip ball blitzer took a minus move.
Oof.
Oh, okay, the rest of these are loners. Never mind. Okay, so the strip
a
ball
minus armor
blitzer took a
runner.
minus move. That sucks.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's like, oh man, that sucks because that's your speed, and movement 7 and movement 6 really hurts. But I mean, he's still got a movement 9 Witch Elf, so he really doesn't have to worry.
Yeah.
Neo the Ghoul levels and becomes Blodge plus move Sure Hands.
Yep. Oh yeah, the other interesting thing about this game, because he was missing a blitzer, he induced a blitzer. I think he might have actually bought the blitzer since then.
That's a good question. His name is Cortil.
Yeah, that Cortil is a loner because every name on this team is a palindrome, as you pointed out.
Yeah. No, yeah, Cortil is a mercenary. He's got loner in those fixtures here. It's great.
You can't buy mercenary, sadly.
Nope. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah. The assassin is sassy. Man, he somehow manages to never get SPP on that assassin. That's impressive.
That's because
it's because it doesn't take blocks.
True. Well,
what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to feed it a couple touchdowns for dodge, and then you go around stabbing people when they stand up.
Yeah, well, maybe eventually.
That would be my approach. Is get the first 6 on it because it's just a line elf.
Yep.
And minus armor line elf.
Sure, yeah, whatever. They're just elves. They are all dust in the wind. That
was genuinely a fun game to watch, and probably one of the closer games in this entire thing because it was nearly a victory, but draw a snatch from a victory. Anyway, next we have Hufflepuff Heroes, our Khemri versus the Murderland Plagueflies. That's a bye.
That's another bye. That's a bye, yeah.
And there was a problem in one of the early weeks where Concede happened, and now he's having a little bit of fun time out.
Yeah, I heard about that. No need to dwell on
it. Yeah, it's whatever. Moving on.
So here are vampires getting 2-0. Have we enjoyed talking about vampires enough today? No.
Not
we
in
haven't.
this video.
Oh, by the way, the Movement 8 one died, so that's a bit huge.
There was a Movement 8 vampire on this team?
Yeah.
Man.
He's dead now.
That would have been fun to watch. He's doing
That
fine
was
with...
only plus movement -1.
Yeah, he does still have plus move, minus move vamp. That's exciting. When did he had an 8 move vamp? When did it die?
Died, I think.
Must have been last week, huh?
2 weeks ago.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think I ever saw that guy.
Yeah, that's before we started covering it. It was 2 weeks ago because we started last week. But
yeah, no major injuries in this game. Some interesting dev.
This was fun to watch. The vampires just kind of stunt on Nurgle, and there's not a whole lot Nurgle can do about it.
Exactly. Like if your fart clouds don't work, then there's nothing really you can do.
So the other thing that's notable is that the goats on Nurgle just really, really hate having the football. Like Agi4 goat just drops the ball constantly. There's a lot of failed passes from Nurgle. It's just Nurgle hates having the ball. So I feel for him a little bit on that regard. Like this is not entirely just getting stunted on. This is his own dice collapsing a bit on him.
These guys are all of these guys second season? This looks like pretty second season Nurgle, right?
Season, yeah.
Yeah. He's in like really good shape for where he's at. Mighty Blow Black Warrior levels and gets Claw, so now he has like threatening Blitzer Man on the line. Unfortunately, Mighty Blow Claw Pestigore takes a miss next game, so he gets to wait for that last Kaz yet again.
Yep. So
now we move on to Flinging Fun being the Doom Anvils, which is Flings against Chorfs.
Yeah.
This is Flings v Chorfs.
So
note who won.
As crazy as it was to have vampires fucking pop the ball versus Nurgle and run away with it, which is the last thing I'm going to say about that game, this is halflings winning a game, and this is a beautiful thing to watch. I mean, sorry, Doom Anvils. We like Chorfs here. We have a Chorfs player even in our casters.
I play Chorfs.
But, the halflings induce their things. They induce Willow. They induce that tree. And they steal all 3 of the rerolls, and they only had 2 to start, so they get 5. That actually seems really smart to me.
Yep, that's halfling life.
Yeah,
I can't not root for
100K.
halflings.
Oh, halflings are one of my favorite teams, honestly.
Exactly.
You just going around, you're like, I have 3 trees. Let me knock him over. Let me knock him over. Oh, I can induce Zara here. Yeah, let me have her carry the ball. Let's go.
People just like think that the tree is just going to sit around and be a tree. No, that man is strong.
So pretty much what he does is he just has the 3 trees hitting things, and the Chorfs can't get any action on that. And then the halfling that's carrying the ball gets thrown and lands and puts a point on the board first half.
Yep,
and
that
then
sounds like halflings.
And then second half, he can't break these trees.
Honestly, that's just one thing you gotta do. You put someone that's resilient against a tree if you're not a dodge team, and you just have them take smacks, and then you go after flings with your Chorfs, and then you mow down the flings, so he has to do desperate plays.
Now, as Chorfs with, and I note, a plus strength claw Chorf, would you be more apt to focus on killing trees?
No, not at all. Like
I agree. I would not either.
If you
trees
pile everyone
need to
on,
stand there.
you just get in trouble.
Yeah.
You are right.
Like,
you did not fall for my cunning trap.
No, and this is just a case where you couldn't do a whole lot about the trees. And the flings, like, he put 3 sacrificial flings in the line when he had to put flings on a line. But, like, they did their job. They got punched a whole bunch. And then he just screened him with 3 trees and a strength 4 elf that has that 3 agi. Whatever the hell Willow is. Druid? I don't know.
I think it's technically a druid or a dryad or something. It's a frickin' elf.
Yeah, it's not an elf. It's only agility 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
3 elf,
stupid.
whatever.
At any rate,
who needs block?
I mean, I personally don't like Willow very much as a piece, but that's just me.
I think Willow's just cheap, and that's all you can say about Willow.
That is literally it. It is a cheap strength 4 man.
that's enough, though. Like, that's really enough here.
Yeah, it's fine. It is another super ghetto tree. I get it. Like it has its value.
So, this is neat. I believe I have my notes here say the Chorfs just hit a bunch of terrible halflings for a couple turns and try and make a handoff to a bull, and the halflings red dye it, and it scatters out of the end zone, and then they can't pass to the bull. Like, this was nearly a 1-1 tie, but their scoring players just got uphilled.
Didn't you say this like was almost a 1-1 tie, but they uphill and pop the ball, and then the Chorfs can't actually recover it in the like 3 turns they have or whatever.
Yep, that's what happens.
That's halflings.
Mm-hmm. Because you don't have any rerolls.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's talk about Wayside Wondermongers versus this monster Khemri team.
Humans induce helmet, as you do. The Khemri are huge. They have huge guts. And they blitz.
Yeah, this scrub Khemri team that's only got 3 strength of. Get on Gengar's
Not
level.
even enough doubles on these Tomb Guardians. Ugh.
Yeah, they don't have any dodge Tomb Guardians. I don't understand it. But, yeah, the Tomb Guardians touch a lot of humans. And it's interesting because both players seem to think they want to stall at various points in the game. And I think the humans end up regretting it more because they try and stall after getting the ball to the end zone first half. And a Blitz Rod just goes back, hits the ball carrier, gets him out of there, and just stands next to the ball that's sitting in the end zone. And there goes away the humans' drive. And then the second,
You know what's always scary? A missed next game on a Tomb Guardian.
yes, because that could have been something much, much worse.
It could have been twice, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the block guy that's only 1 SPP away from a level, too.
Yeah.
And also, Phil got a catcher, Nerves of Steel.
He did. No skill
Not
catcher
dark.
gets Nerves of Steel.
Yeah, that's pretty legitimate. Like, humans can actually throw the ball kind of okay.
I mean, he's got
Yeah,
a plus
I
agi thrower. I mean, he's got a plus move, plus strength, plus agi thrower. Sorry. Let me not sell him short.
Just call him Throws Tossly, because everyone knows him in this div. Everyone.
Yeah.
Toss-
Yeah, he's got freaking dodge. Like, he's just never going to get block because he's going to have to take something else every
He's an
time.
elf, remember?
Tossley actually has an interesting day of it. We'll get to that a little bit later. But he gets blitzed during the second half. He eats a KO that's APO'd into a stun. Like, he actually APOs a KO on Tossley. But the Khemri cube up on the ball during the humans' second half after the Khemri score. So they score on 13 after a short kick, and then they just sort of overwhelm the humans. It's a fun game to watch.
Looks like these stats look like humans v Khemri. The ball's on the ground for like most of the game. They take a bunch of blocks at each other, and
Yep.
Khemri just picks the ball up, I guess.
Yeah, they actually managed to pick up the football, so that's how they got their win.
I mean,
Yep.
usually picking up the ball is not too hard for Khemri, because they do have sure hands. It's just they have to move the ball with agility too, is what's rough. Like you make.
I live that Chorf life, man. You can say that it's safe all you want, but 75% does not work all the time.
Well,
I mean, I play Ulf Ball all the time. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it.
so basically what I watched out of this was a throw raw running the ball the entire length of the field because Khemri can't move the ball off whoever gets the ball.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a solid game. I think that might be the one we go through because if it's not that, it's gonna be this next one. Because this is some Underworld versus some
Nurgle.
yeah.
Nurgle. It's the other murder Nurgle in the div.
And Underworld goes for style. They undo Clark Smash Rip and also Bomber Drizzit or whatever his name is.
Dribble Snot.
Yeah,
That
Dribble's
one.
not.
And they have 2 throwers. That confused me, but either way, they managed to actually solidly 2-turn in the first half with really great play there. Just Goblin gets the ball, 2 turns it in, Stunty's through. But otherwise, the Nurgle kind of have this game. Like, they wrap it up and just pretty reliably just takes the point by marching Cage down the field twice.
Oh, also
2
they
obvious
pick your throwers
developments in this game.
because that's 2 strength 3 pieces.
Exactly. That's what it is. That guy's just a lineman with a fancy cannon arm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like, it confused me when I thought this was Rats. Because again, I'm not super familiar with the division, but it makes a lot of sense to get those guys on Nurgle.
Yeah,
Or
that's
Underworld.
3. Yeah, so block Mighty Blow Pestigore levels and gets Claw like he does.
Yeah, that was gonna happen.
Yep. Block Thrower levels and gets Dead like he does.
Do that.
Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah,
Now he's
Ada's
trending.
MVP, got his 16th SPP, died in the game.
yeah. That's a rough one.
Yep. No other real injuries or dev though. It's just standard Bashman's game versus some Underworld.
I do
I don't know
like
what you guys want to watch. You guys want to talk about teams or watch a game or what?
Well,
Don't everybody
I don't
answer
know.
at once.
I'm all in for either the Humans versus Khemri or the Film Flayers Necro versus the Dark Elves. I think those are both really fun games that have a lot of play back and forth. Like, the Underworld play is sweet, but unfortunately he's playing from behind the whole game.
I mean, either way, they're certainly like both contention games. I mean, Nuffle knows Wonkel fun kind of out of it at this point, but Film Players is still in it.
Yep. So we haven't even looked at who is still in it yet in this division.
Let's do that
But I
first.
haven't. Yeah, let's look at this. I haven't done the math yet, but it looks like we probably go down to like 5th or maybe 6th. Darkanon has like potential 3 more games off of 24 points is 33. No, 35 because he's got draws.
He's not necessarily locked in there. Like Agrain at 7-2
He
and
gets
1.
potentially 32, and then Stouticus gets potentially 29, and then potentially 27 after that. Versus we already have 26 on the Khemri. So like it's getting real hard down at Film Flayers and Starstruck, but they're still in it, I think, technically.
Only just.
I would have to do math to see if 7 and 8 are actually viable, but that's high effort.
Yeah.
Let's just say they're not, you know?
I mean, some things could line up, and all of the planets could align, and they could make it. But let's be honest, neither of them actually probably wants to make the playoffs here.
It's true. Well, that means we should probably watch Khemri versus Humans, because Darkanon is in playoff contention.
Yeah, I would love to watch Derek Anon punch some guys with his infinite strength team.
I would like
let's
to
go.
note that the 2-1 game was our number 4 versus our number 2. And so that was... Oh, nope, I pushed the wrong button. Anyway, tell me, let's load into the replay while I figure out where we are.
Yeah, let's do that, and we'll like pause at the beginning and then skip through this thing a little bit.
Yep, I am loading in.
You guys have animations on or no?
Animations
I have
are
animations
on.
off.
Or,
But
okay.
yeah, we can catch up. We're gonna jump around, I suspect.
I leave animations on armor breaks because I like the drama.
So, I mean, I personally turn them off now.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair.
I love how you can, with animations off, identify whether or not regen will trigger by how it plays.
I mean, it's both ways. It doesn't display on the title card when it comes up.
There's our very human helmet. There's our coin toss.
Yeah, this is we're setting up here for me.
All right.
This will be good.
Yeah,
Here, let's just jump to turn 1
Yep.
instead of watching these guys shuffle things.
Okay, we've got the flying wedge.
Yes, this is Flying Wedge versus the lagging cups.
And let's see which.
Blitz.
Yep, like I said, there's a blitz. Which side are we watching from?
Your choice, friend.
Let's
watch it from
Khemri.
Khemri's side.
Agreed. All right, yeah, this is what I said. They on that blitz, they just rub a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, all of these 5 and 6 strength monsters get in here, and I suspect that this goes really far south really fast with this.
Not as much as you think. I just skipped through after he starts rubbing his guys. But oh, that's right. Humans have to burn a reroll real early here on their first block of the turn.
What was that? Oh, yes, they do. I guess that's a skull there on this block against the Tomb Guardian.
Mm-hmm.
Or I guess, yeah, whatever. It's right. Words.
You don't need those. That's for chumps.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh yes, here's the piling on we know and love. That's an interesting
Yeah, that
animation
guy's-
from the humans.
Guy's good, yeah.
There's your ogre doing ogre things.
I
Interesting.
don't know that I realized that this Mighty Blow tackle piling on frenzy jump up blitzer existed in this div. That guy's so spicy.
He's awesome, man. Like, Phil loves killing stuff. He's a murder machine.
It's remarkable to see that out of a humans coach because you're used to that from teams that are like more on the bash sector than humans who are only really special because of their absurd amount of movement.
That's humans' shtick, though,
Yeah,
is they
that's
sort of get to play the thing that your opponent's weak against, right?
Yeah, and they're skill monkeys, and you can kind of adapt to anything. But yeah, they're really fast for a team.
The red
How
die
do you
on
feel
the
about
Guardian.
that uphill against this mummy here that frees one of these mummies up almost guaranteed?
I'm not super happy about it.
I mean, it's 2+2+ rather than a 3+ to dodge away, so it's technically better.
Yeah, you're right. That is technically true.
Huh. Yeah, here's where the Tomb Guardian starts rubbing up against the ball. I think I had that somewhere in the notes. He does his work to get out of this, I believe. Not that though.
That said, if you're looking at that block as just being 2+2+, you're not getting away on all of those.
The issue is
I
that
don't know.
there's 2 Tomb Guardians there. Like that's a lot
Exactly.
of
Like they're
mummies.
gonna punch both of your guys anyway, I guess. So it's
Yeah.
just that if he has to punch both of your guys, then this Tomb Guardian's not touching your ball like this
Oh,
immediately.
There's the skull under the skull. I had
Oh,
missed
the
that.
double skulls.
Oh, you poor boy!
Into
Into an
the-
injury!
He regens it though.
Yep.
Oh, into a move bust! Oh, yeah, it's no big deal.
Man, there's some drama in this one.
Yeah, this is spicy div.
Oh yeah, there's some sweet pieces in this div and some sweet teams too.
Yeah, I genuinely enjoy watching humans a lot. More than I should, perhaps. It's good.
So I'm gonna tell you this: Phil does not like prepare for the frenzy trap, but he rolls pals.
Yep,
He just
the
rolls
secret.
pals as a way to have it.
that is in fact the secret. I have Troll Slayers. I have gotten Frenzy Trapped many times. Yeah, no, it's... Sometimes you just have to blitz with something that doesn't have Frenzy. That's why I don't really love having 2.
Sometimes you just have to decide that you're gonna knock him down with that first 70%.
Okay, how do the humans lose it from here? 'Cause this looks
Yeah, right.
kind of protected.
Well,
I mean, is the ball is still
This is
kind
how-
of
this
out
is how.
the end a little bit. Yep, that's
Helmet.
it right there.
Helmet is as useful as ever.
This is like every game I ever see a chainsaw in. Just like turn 1 or 2, they die.
Mine always fail a bribe and then get ejected.
That's I mean, how do you get him to survive that long?
I like
I've also
Nabla.
had a chainsaw touchdown against me because he caught it on a high kick.
I nearly
Not a high
had that
kick, but it
happen.
was just under him.
I nearly
It
had
was
that
really
happen.
convenient because then he wouldn't use it because he was holding the ball.
Nope, do it anyway.
Yeah, the guy was playing Chorfs versus me, and he induced Flint or whatever that one is. Hack, I think. And
Yeah, hack and slash.
and
Which team did you say it was?
it was Chorfs. It was
They
the
get
Green Bowl
Nabla.
one. Oh yeah, that's right, Nabla, because he was a blodger, and that actually made him fairly annoying. Like I think Nabla's the best out of the chainsaws, and I don't think it's
Yeah.
that close.
He's the chainsaw that's actually a goblin.
I like the casual 6 on that dodge.
Yep.
And then they're both down on the ball.
This game is sweet. I had noted
No.
it as good, but this is even better than I was expecting.
Yeah, man, there's like, you gotta make plays. As a wise man once said, big players make big plays.
Yep. Okay,
See,
so we
also-
took at the ball, we potato down with it, which actually isn't a potato because he's safe from everything.
Yeah, no, he's totally like entirely out of Kimri's range now. But I assume that the answer is we try to stall
Stall.
here and it
Yep.
goes bad.
My notes say is they keep stalling, pretty removal heavy game, and don't read my notes. There's a spoiler for something fun coming
Yeah,
up.
no, I'm not. I haven't even looked at it.
There's something very fun coming up.
He just needs to pick up players first, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of that. Like, I would definitely never take this uphill before I picked my boys up.
Well, there's some
Well, I mean,
skulls.
it wasn't supposed to be an uphill, man.
Okay.
There's a stun.
And a lot of guys getting knocked down by skulls in this game.
Here we
too.
go.
It's time.
No, it's gonna take a couple turns. So he has to move laterally first.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know how anything happens this turn.
Well, first he has to get that blitz for free, because that blitz was gonna be doing something.
Okay, so he throws down a line skeleton, seems.
Oh, right, that is actually just a line skeleton. Yeah, that line skeleton's doing work. But anyway, the point is, that's to tell his opponent stop stalling, give the drive to me. But, nah, Phil's not listening.
Yeah, I'm probably surprised we're not seeing a foul here. He hasn't done it all game.
Yeah, I think that I note that there's an ejection later. So yeah, at some point in here a foul happens and there's an ejection for it. The ref is
but-
remarkably honest.
I mean, like, what do you want a foul that's on the ground right now? Like,
Throws
Tossley?
Tossley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Or if he could get the Palmer down, which looked like his plan, that was definitely the target.
Yeah, sure.
I think what this is they're just turning over before they can do what they really want to.
There has been some of that. which has led to this game being in the shape it's in.
Right, and here's the thing where he basically... Well, I guess he does make that block before he moves to stall. But I think he's just trying to... Oh yeah, there's the Tomb Guardian KO that happened.
There was another one earlier. No, that was... Who was it that KO'd? Oh, it's one of these idiots over here. It's just a... It was the Mighty Blow Strength Boy, that's what it was.
But yeah, that right there makes it a... No, actually,
Yeah.
that skeleton could blitz just fine.
Yeah, that skeleton's a free 2-die on that catcher. Yeah, that
Yep.
Exactly.
you gotta learn when to
This is where it's gonna go bad. It's gotta be.
Yeah?
It's like 70% to
Uh-huh.
put this guy on his ass, yeah.
and then Kaz, and yeah, you don't have a ball no more.
Yep.
Get him out of here.
And the ball's just going to sit in the end zone next to that skeleton. It's that skeleton's
I mean-
ball now. You never touch it
Yep.
because it might go flying.
You could send it back to the humans if you touched it.
Exactly. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, now we just like
Honestly,
protect the ball
If
and
it
punch
went
humans for
backwards,
5
it's
turns,
not the
right?
worst idea.
That's what he does.
And then you mean that they give the ball back to us after we're done doing that?
Yeah, honestly, the rest of this half is not super interesting. There's some fouling that takes place at some point. But I'm going to... Well, I guess
Yeah, we
these are
can
quick
skip forward a
turns.
little bit.
I'm going to skip
Yeah,
Let's see what happens turn 5. I suspect this is going to go quick.
I mean, those Tosley even came back to the ball, man.
Oh, yeah, there he is.
Tosley blitzes himself free here, and we're gonna come.
Oh,
attack the
yeah.
ball.
This is what I'm thinking about. Never mind, we're going to keep watching this.
Okay, there are still magical things to occur.
I mean, it's not that magical, but there are things.
Magical things. They're similar.
Break tackle, not quite good enough. Or, no, he already
Yeah,
broke
it's always
tackle.
rough to roll one.
Yeah. That's just what happened. Yeah, he rolled 1. And if you roll 1 on break tackle, it just fails.
Accurate.
Yeah, it makes you look like you're doing a stupid play when you're not.
Yep.
Yeah, that's break tackle. You just like you look at it and they made the roll and you're like, how did he do? Oh, it's break tackle.
It looks like he's just going to throw casual 2 dice that throws Tosley.
Yeah, I think that's
certainly.
what happened. At any rate.
break tackle, the diving tackle of strength skills.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad I've learned diving tackle exists, because when you pretend it doesn't exist, that only works so well.
Honestly, when I forget it exists, it goes away.
Yeah,
Not true at all.
that's been my experience for a while, to the frustration of my opponents, but I don't think that's going to last forever.
I mean, I did it a bunch and it worked out until it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, right up until it doesn't.
I mean, Tosley can try and get that ball, but it is pretty solidly on the ground.
Oh man, Wilbert's coming in. This night, oh my gosh, just straight injury on a TG. Ooh,
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
nice movement.
And it only gets
Injury.
MNG. Oh, is this another injury here?
Oh yeah, that was
This
a
is the
spicy one.
guy.
Yeah, but that one gets up.
Oh no, he can't. This is the same one that gets injured again later.
Yeah. Man, there are...
This one's missed next game for next week.
Tosley just finds the ground. I think this is where the foul comes.
He's protecting that ball so much. It's not
Well,
even funny.
yeah. I mean, there's an elf there.
That's
It's
just
like a fucking vampire.
This makes sense.
I think the only good thing you can say is it's not Super Dragon 6000 with the Strength 5 elfness.
Ugh.
Strength 5 elf.
Yeah, it's a high elf blitzer with Strength 5.
I
Don't
like
say
the,
that out loud.
And it has
You'll
Mighty
make
Blow.
it happen.
I like the triple skull there.
It was only 1 in 27.
Oh dear, is this the foul? I guess it is. He doesn't go for Tosley. Makes sense.
No, he's tired of that Palmer because he knows Phil's game is just remove everybody with him.
Exactly. That's the only way this game goes like super south is if he kills another Tomb Guardian. See, also this very last turn, one of his Tomb Guardians ate a minus move.
Yeah.
So he's kind of. I'm sure he's very, very clear on what can happen to him at this moment.
Yeah.
Oh, we see a 1 in 9 on the dodge. Rough
Oh
times.
yeah. That's done.
There's a lot of low probability plays happening in this game. Lots of skulls, lots of missed dodges like this. I mean,
This is a comedy of errors.
it is.
I like it.
I wonder what his plan for the blitz there was. Would it just try and bounce the ball?
Oh, he was gonna try to hit the skeleton and not bounce the ball, and then pick it up.
Oh, he just wanted to push the skeleton out of the way and try and pick it up in one.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
I mean, sure, I guess. It might
I mean,
be
if it
better
didn't
than
knock
scattering
down,
it.
then you would scatter it. But if it did, you wouldn't scatter.
Yeah, I guess that's as good. Yeah, it's as good an outcome as you can really hope for, right?
Now we get the
Without a
human mosh pit.
knockdown. Yeah, this is beautiful. Just wrap up these ugly vampire boys. He really is just like a plus move vampire.
Yeah. Ooh. These are awfully bashy humans, considering that they're going against Khemri of all things.
Awful stat.
Yep.
up
Oh
human.
my
well,
God.
he's doing what you have to do
Oh
here.
my.
He's not
Uh-huh.
engaging the Tomb Guardians. He's engaging the rest of the team.
Yeah, he's going for it.
That's not even cool, man.
Oh yeah, Tossley just going for it in the end zone, dropping it.
Yeah, dropping it in the end zone.
Made it there and then put it back down with sure hands. That's misery.
Uh-huh. That break tackle Tomb Guardian just not happy about this. And now Tossley goes for a ride.
Is it surfing time? It's got-
Uh-huh.
Yup.
Through the end zone. Get out of here.
I'm pretty sure they just had enough of each other's crap. They're like, no, Tossley, stop. No, bad, Tossley, bad.
You're not welcome here anymore. Get out.
That
You
was
take
an
the boat
entertaining
down.
half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was based off like 3 players.
Yup.
Because there's a bunch of stat freaks on these teams. It's players that aren't actually supposed to be in existence doing things.
And the human KOs get up, the Khemri KOs don't. And yet the Khemri come away with the second half. It's an interesting game like that.
Would you like to jump to the kick?
Yes. Yep, that's a human cube. That are some strong Tomb Guardian lining.
Can't say I've seen the human cube much. It's very different.
It is kind of strange.
And that's right.
Extra reroll.
Especially when the Tomb Guardians can just kind of lock you down.
Yeah. I would like the humans to be spread a little bit more than that. Like, I guess this is a defensive formation that protects his good players.
So I don't hate this against Khemri because Khemri can't just run down the sideline against you. You're seeding a sideline, but it is at no cost.
True.
And as such, you just have a team that can all respond to wherever the play is.
This is nice because that frees up that Tomb Guardian so that... Oh, yeah, I have notes that Khemri
Yep.
commit pretty hard to the one side.
I mean, that's what you set up like this for, is to make them commit to one side so that the other side can then clamp in. That's I mean, you get to base up the killer pretty good here, so he doesn't get to do his work. I might have put Wilbert Wonder in the back instead of the guard man, honestly.
Yeah, the guard should be in the middle of them, protecting both.
I would probably...
Yeah,
put-
honestly, he could just be behind. Honestly, I kind of like him in the actual middle, like behind the ogre. I mean, just picking
I mean,
nits.
that's
at-
what
so
Tossley gets to just watch in his penthouse suite.
yeah, I mean,
It's true.
on the shoulders of this giant ogre.
It's got a mount.
Now, if only he had right stuff.
I know, right? Just you throw him. Oh yeah, just go get that ball while you're there. Okay. Bam.
Good old skull and a pow.
Yeah, these 1DB rerolls.
Yep.
With Frenzy. He believes so hard.
He wants to pile on. I can understand that.
I mean, I get it. You have to re-roll it there because it's uphill in the second block.
On the other hand, that man
Oh no!
is going to fall some down.
Oh no! We were gonna. Oh,
That was the
it has
foul, wasn't it?
decay.
Oh dear, that was the foul, wasn't it?
That was gonna be a foul, yes.
now we're gonna assist against that because we don't want that to happen.
Exactly. Now we just stand up and we can't do anything about it.
Sad times.
Yeah. This has been like a game full of just like failed 2+s to finish my action.
Yep. That is honestly Blood Bowl is most entertaining to me. Maybe I'm a little
That's certainly
sadistic.
when it's best as a spectator sport.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah,
I
right
don't
as everything's about to come to plan, just it falls apart. It's great.
like.
Like everybody has watched elves queue up 30 dice and they all work out. Like it happens. We would rather watch things go wrong.
Like last week, we watched Nurgle pitch clear somebody. Yes, it's worth seeing a clinic on how that works, but we've seen it now, and it works about that way every time. This is fun.
Yep. Yeah, this is a different game. There's like actually interesting things happening here because each team doesn't get to do everything they want to do. Which is, I think, in a way, how Blood Bowl was designed, right? Like you're not supposed to be able to beat all the risk because that's sort of how it feels when you first start playing, right?
Yeah.
And then like you play 200 games of Blood Bowl and you learn what things are safe and what things aren't, and then you like eliminate most of the risk from your game.
As
Spicy
we
one
watch
that
this
block
tackle.
into a KO. What?
Yep.
Yes,
Oh.
die!
No, it just
Yes,
gets
diving
KO'd.
tackle.
Oh yeah, diving tackle. doing a
100%
real
of the
thing.
time.
Oh, it's so good. Throws Tossley is on the ground there now.
Okay, Darkanon, I stand corrected. That guy's great. He's not just a skeleton that lived too long.
Yeah, no, diving tackle is remarkable.
He got on to me for not mentioning that guy when we looked at his team last week.
I can understand that. That is much better than I thought it would be.
It's because it gets people just like that all the time, I bet.
Because what
It's not
is
us
that
that
box?
often. He doesn't field them all the time. Is the thing.
I mean, he's a target. He's like the softest boy on your team. I don't know that I actually kind of find it strange that he's fielding him on offense.
I think he
I would
was
put
down.
that guy out on defense like every time, though.
It was that or fake skeleton. Or, like, no-skill skeleton. I can understand doing that over no-skill skeleton.
Yeah, I guess we have enough men for the line, so yeah, it's fine. And we're like missing some KOs anyway,
Yeah.
right?
That's an interesting thing just to cage around the blitzer. I guess he didn't have much good spots, but it's still like open.
This is
shot
still
on a
certainly
1-die.
risky, yeah, but it's an open. I guess he gets to 1D it, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what's the worst? Then you have to pick the ball up as Kimry again,
Yeah.
which I mean is not great,
I
but
think
it's
that's what happened,
you-
actually.
you have a bunch of angry men here around where the ball's gonna be. Like you're as Kimry as you can be when you only have 2 Tomb Guardians.
But you still have a whole bunch of block boys. And that man with his wrestle. Not saving
Yeah,
him this turn.
all these black skeletons are putting in work this game.
Yeah, like,
Honestly, he's gonna be happy getting rid of the diving tackle dude from his throws Tossley.
Oh, boy.
Oh, what was the chance of that? Is that like a
3
4+?
tackle zones, 5 strength.
Yeah, you still need to roll, like,
It's
4+.
still like a 4+. Yeah.
You rolled a 3 and failed it, so I think it's a 4+.
Oh yeah, I guess I could just look at the modifiers.
Yep, and there's our,
Yeah.
Like I said, the throw rod just ends up running away with it.
Yeah, it's 4.
I mean, I'd see a 1-die hit still on a GFI, I think, from the jump up blitzer.
Let's see, where's the jump up blitz? Oh, yeah, I see it now.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, you can just go through, and now he's just going to plug that hole with that Tomb Guardian.
Right. We're just gonna come
Oh, and just hit him.
mark up some boys and hit the man that was the threat. Yeah.
Yep.
This is like a clinic on how to push as Kimry. Use your Tomb Guardians as the wall between the
Wait, you
team
didn't
and
follow?
your
That's
ball.
still a 2 GFI ball stack right
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Did he miss like the jump up here, or just like assumes that it's not gonna happen?
I think this is
there. No, he
the-
didn't want to get hit.
Yeah, because he
Yeah,
could
that's
just-
fair. Takes like his whole team to hit you, though.
Yeah, I think you're okay with that, given the fact that you're guaranteeing your point and thus the win. And Dirkanon is playing for that wonderful, wonderful playoff spot. That
He's
is
clinching
maybe
it
not,
up.
It's maybe a reward, maybe not.
Didn't I say it was like G-Man 5 instead of G-Man 3 or something? It's potentially like a dozen less skills on your opponent.
It's true. Tossley goes next to the ball, as he does. Jump up. Oh, he's doing it like this.
Yeah, this is pretty good.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, that was almost good.
That is rough.
And then, as the story of this game, he fails the 2+ at the end, and it doesn't work.
Yeah, I can't fault either of these coaches. They're playing well, and they're taking risky moves because they have to, not because they're bad.
That's what makes Blood Bowl fun to watch, though, is when things don't go right from the beginning and they have to go off script.
Yep.
Because now you're like, who do I hit this man with? Do I blitz with the ball carrier? Because he's the safe one, but he is the ball carrier. And
Yes. The answer to that one is yes, he blitzes with the ball carrier.
yes.
Again, the push is
I
good
personally am never afraid. That's my beliefs on blitz with the ball carrier. But
I mean, I would have probably gone greedy and tried surfing the throws Tossley.
yeah, no, I wanted to surf like everything there.
Yeah, I understand that, Inkling, but you really need your points as Camry.
Yeah, I mean, it was really risky to not score there, but I mean,
Yeah, because
I wanted it.
as Camry getting the ball back from a drop is really hard, right?
Like, the issue is that there's the jump up blitzer right there.
Exactly. Like he was literally there,
Now
able
we
to
have-
use jump up and stuff.
Those Tomb Guardians are just, they don't want to get up on this particular job. Also, please note this stadium, there's a lot of people cheering. Is this level 2 or 3?
I think this is level 3.
Maybe.
Exciting. Alright, so we're at turn 14.
Yeah, we're
setup.
just kicking now.
13
Is
for
where I'm at.
Longers, right?
It's a high kick.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
sorry. I watched the setup there that time like a bad.
We have the
Toshley moves under the ball.
Yep. This is amazing. This is the legendary human cube. The actual
Man.
human cube.
I'm gonna like mix up Toshley and Turley like all the time.
Well, you also
I mean,
have to-
Tossley's just straight up better.
It is, in fact. But I'm familiar with Turley's exploits.
And do you have touchdown Thurman Thomas in there?
No clue.
Alas. He is in a different football video game. Well, that's it.
See, I think Phil should be taking side frenzy hits so you can keep next to your
Yeah.
players.
Yes.
Exactly. So you push him into another block if it goes bad.
I agree 100%. Like having
That's something that I think that I see a lot of bash coaches do is blocks like this where they just want to push the 3 in the line out. If you set up such that you can push down your line, if you get pushes, you get more blocks and thus more removals on your drive.
Yep. Like, that's something that you have to play with Frenzy a whole bunch to really get used to. Like, I didn't
No, you should do that with your dwarves, man. Like set up so that you take your mighty blow blocks first and stuff, but set your guys up to have backups. And if you knock them down, the backups just move somewhere.
Yes, that's actually what I do with my dwarves now. It's a little risky because you don't want to expose your troll slayers, much like you don't want to expose your really nice frenzy killer here. But you know,
Yeah, sure. Like turn 1 blitz with the troll slayer is risky because of setups and stuff. Like
Guys, let's not lie here. This is a plus AV berserker.
oh, this jump up frenzy tackle thing.
Yeah.
The only thing it needs is
You're not
Dauntless,
wrong.
which I actually don't hate Dauntless as a skill on this thing.
Or Juggernaut.
Juggernaut.
Yes,
I like Juggernaut.
Casual Tomb Guardian dodge into the nope, no going for it. Oh, into the both down that KO's Tossley. Oh, it's so good.
Oh, you're a little ahead. We're coming.
Yeah,
We're
still
just
waiting for
blitzing now.
Yep.
Oh, that blitz is
Oh,
a
it's
beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean it
It's
was a
great
break tackle dodge.
But
It
he,
was still like a
yeah,
like a 3+ or some shit.
but he
No,
failed.
it's a strength 6.
Oh, this is a strength 6 guy. It was a 2+.
Yeah, but he fails the next 2+ of the. Oh dear, fucking frenzy traps.
Honestly, that's a KO I would agree appoing.
Really?
At this point in the
Yeah.
game, Tosley, yeah, I think that's a fine
You
apo.
still have a few turns left. He needs to throw the ball.
Like,
Let's not lie here.
apoing Tosley here is literally what keeps him in this game, I think.
Yeah, but, well, I'm going to pause that.
Like, I get it that you and I are gun shy of using our apos on things that aren't literally dead.
It's turn 15. That's fair.
Yeah, right. Like, that's sort of where I'm at.
Speaking of
Is
turn
the
15,
odds are really good that no one else is gonna take a perm.
let me know when Wilbur eats it.
Wilbur ate it.
Okay, I'm hitting play again for turn 15 on
We're
Kamo.
standing up the plus strength break tackle man right now.
Okay, you're a little ahead. Yep, there he goes. But, yeah, that's another Frenzy trap, which, again, Frenzy is an amazing skill, but it takes a lot of practice to deal with.
It'll kill you if you're not careful.
I like it, that said.
It's extra blocks. Yeah, I'm playing Norse right now in one of my leagues to learn how to frenzy.
I just played Dark Elves and Dwarves and Necro. Yeah,
Yep.
Frenzy's great.
It's a great skill. I mean, it can do things that nothing else can do. You can threaten to surf people from like 3 squares away a lot of times.
I did surf someone from 3 squares away
You can
today.
serve from the line,
Yep.
Yeah.
Easy.
Man, I set up to do that with Norse if you let me. I'll surf your guy from the freaking middle.
3 squares away, take the normal push into a blitz with the Frenzy guy, and then you give the Frenzy guy stand
Oh.
firm.
I just realized that was Iron Master's friend or fan. Got one
Yeah.
for me.
He does have a man for you out there.
Nice.
I told him to get a bench a bunch of times, and he finally did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's your number 1 fan. This 0 SPP Lino.
No, I think he's just the first one until he eats the dirt.
Oh, you only have 1 fan. That's it.
Oh yes, indeed.
More than me.
This has been a singularly fun game. Like, this is humans at their
Yeah,
bashiest
I've liked this one a lot more.
and Khemri at their most agility.
These brave late turn 1DBs.
This is a case of we have nothing left to lose.
Exactly that.
He doesn't
man.
want to lose that badly, is what.
Oh, never mind. It's a human catcher. I'm like, why didn't you take the other 1DB first? But it's the 2 strength human.
Oh man, Iron Master's number 1 fan pushing that Tomb Guardian out of the way.
He's so strong, man.
Yeah.
Well, and then Guardman gets knocked the fuck out.
Yep. Oh well, that man would fetch a high price in the open market. Guard Lino on humans is a strong positional.
Oh, man. That guy's great. JJ Jefferson was like Moniker's
Even
second
with a
pick or
niggle.
something off the market with a niggle. Yeah. Guard's a really good skill, boys and girls. It gets more SPP on your other players, so they get to catch up.
Or you just have enough of it that you can actually keep up as dwarves. Like,
Yeah.
we've said it last week, so I don't need to harp on it this week, but the reason you take guard first on so many dwarves is because otherwise your team just physically doesn't function.
Right. Otherwise, they get to take so many blocks at you that eventually your armor breaks.
Now, if Phil actually rolled a couple 6s here, that could be a score.
Oh yeah. He's not out of this.
Yeah, that's fair.
But the one thing is,
It's
just
not
he
even
has to
half.
throw in the square of Khemri.
Well,
Dodge
maybe.
out too much.
Right. So like what I do here is I
Or you chain
probably
it.
I take a dodge and I blitz this skeleton here onto the ball and hope that it scatters to a helpful
He's just a
location.
man.
Yes, he is in fact. Look at
And
this.
there he goes.
Whatever, just put the Tomb Guardian on it.
Yep.
Just 2 missing next games.
There it is. I was wondering when it was going to happen.
I totally forgot.
Oh yeah.
Broke his eye. I broke his jaw and gouged his eye.
I like how it was turn 16 too. Just like everything was fine and then boom, gone.
Everything is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Scatter is
Oh, man.
better.
I love
but not
just
good
how
enough.
many times the ground gets to roll armor at Tosley. It's beautiful.
Yep.
I'm like rooting for it every time.
That was a singularly
Honestly,
fun
Mosley
game.
and him are friends.
That was a good game.
Very fun watch.
All right. I think on this note, we're going to close this up. Div 7 is a spicy one. And there's a lot of neat coaches here with a lot of neat Season 2 teams. Playing a lot of things. A lot of good teams with Frenzy. No dwarves in there. You need to get some dwarves in the mix to get some more frenzy in.
Yeah, man, this is a sweet div, and to all of you out there, all like one of you that watches this, if you see anything sweet happen in Div 7 that you think that we should cover, let us know so that we don't miss it.
Yep, we try and watch replays, but occasionally you might miss something on the scan of the replays, so it doesn't hurt to have people spotting.
Yeah, Kyle and I are watching like 30 replays a week right now, so we don't get every one of them.
Yep. All right, I think we're gonna wrap it here.
Guys. Yeah, thanks for tuning in to our coverage of Div 7 here. I'm Randomus Namus, and I was here with Kyle Meir and Iron Master, and we'll see you again next week.
Have time on this, this div I've never seen.
Yeah. All right, take care.
Have a good one.
Have a good one, guys.